Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Monday. And I got another guest. It's one of the Carlson brothers. Mikey will be joining us later. He'll be joining us later, a little bit later. He should be here any minute. Hope everybody's doing great. Here, let's see. Oh, believe it or not, I don't have my, must have rebooted my computer. I don't have Clip going yet, Clip Studio. Hope everybody's doing great. Sorry, Jimmy, I just saw your comment. Get a sore throat. Definitely keep you in prayer over that. I hate that nonsense. Okay, let's see. You know, I usually don't do it, but well, I haven't done it for a while. But hey, Gary Shipman, welcome to the stream. Let's see here. Share my screen. Share. I haven't done it in a while. I don't really play too many video games, but yeah, I had I updated. Was it Fortnite? Like I said, my nephew was playing it, and so I updated it. I was playing it, kind of getting a little bit used to some of the changes, and I found out my nephew stopped playing it. It's like, I'm too old for that now. I'm 12. I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess he moved on to other first-person shooter games. Here, let's see. Jeff Potts is here too. Jiminy Cricket, Jeff Potts, Gary Shipman, Andrew Hayes. How you guys doing here? I'm just kind of getting some stuff opened up. New. Man, it's funny. I think I had a 50 or what was it, 64 gig hard drive, right? External drive. And I was saving all my stuff on it. I'm like, usually, I mean, I could save tons of stuff on there and maybe fill it up halfway. But I filled it up. It was so full doing the NFT stuff. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't save. I'm like, why can't I save it? And it says, I just realized it's full. So I went back and I delete a bunch of Clip Studio files of just sketches and stuff I did, like posted up on social media. I saved high res, PNGs, but I just deleted the Clip Studio or the PSD equivalent Photoshop files. Because, man, they were like 300 megabytes per. It was crazy. Yeah, so let's see. Illustration, new. Wait, what are we doing? I'll do this. Let's see. I got my templates already made for Instagram. Instagram's a certain dimension, so I kept losing like parts of my illustrations when I try to upload them. So I realized I got to just format my sketches for online for Instagram. Let's see. Oh, Mike's still not here. Come on, Mikey. Yeah, I have a backup, Andrew. I got a backup, Andy. I usually back up all my stuff on it, and that one's like a terabyte. But yeah, I was like surprised because I've been using this 64 gig. I had a 200 gigabyte hard drive, and I used that for years, and I did maybe not even filled up halfway, and I was using Photoshop files and video files and everything, and never filled it up. And so I thought I had a long ways to go, and this one, I've only had it for like a year, and I just recently started using it. And I guess the Clip Studio files are huge, man. 300 megabytes for one small color file is insane. I mean, I had Photoshop files that were like detailed, painted, and it was only like maybe like 20 megabytes, 20, 30, 40. It's crazy. It just takes up more. I think it's because these higher res files take up way more than they used to back in the day, I guess. So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me put some elevator music on. I'm going to put my yikes. Put my headset on just in case, because I know Mike's coming. I got to be able to hear him too. Okay, here we go. Hey Cam, 1138, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Andy, I'm using it was 300 megabytes for one file, Clip Studio file, and it was just a colored one. It was only like a 4x6 image, 350 DPI. Oh, business trip, huh, Jeff? That sounds good. Is it related to your writing? Jeff Potts has a book, which I still have to buy. I have it on my list. Amazon. Hey, Christina, how's it going? Good to see you. Okay, let's see. This one's going to be... I got to set my timer because I have a new schedule now. I'm trying to make a schedule so I can actually get things done. Yeah, I had a schedule. It was just not a very good one. So now I got a new schedule. Thanks to Becky helping me, encourage me to plan out. We kind of coordinate our schedules together and plan things out down to the hour of the day. So I'm going to be doing this stream for about an hour, and I forgot to set my alarm. So I'm still got to reinforce my new habit here. So I'm setting my alarm. So I'm going to do the stream for an hour, and then that way I can get, because I'm going to start writing on some scripts I got to write. I got everything set so I can get a lot of stuff done in one day. And I got to just stick to it. So we're going to go a little over an hour today, but I'll start it right now. So I want to do like a sketch, and Mike should be joining us shortly. I got to keep an eye on this monitor, see if he shows up. Okay, let's see. I better text him. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I got 59 minutes. Keep an eye on this mic. Okay, I'm gonna do a sketch since it's gonna be only an hour, and I think I'll show you guys like what I did. I think you guys see the Batman. This is my Batman Day sketch I did. I thought I'd just do a quick Batman bust just to kind of like pop up for that. I think it was a couple days ago, Batman Day, and I was a Batman fan, pretty big Batman fan in school. And it's funny, it was the only DC comic book I bought, other than once in a while I started buying The Question, but Batman was like the biggest just because I like Batman. But I was more of a Marvel guy, I guess you could say. Like, you know, Wolverine, Punisher, Spider-Man, the Hulk. Iron Man was like one of my biggest. That was my favorite. I think it's between Iron Man and Punisher is like my two favorite Marvel characters. Of course, Wolverine is up there, and some other side characters. But yeah, there's my Batman. And let's see, what do we got here? I could have posted this one up on probably the same day. I probably should have. My Catwoman. But today, what am I going to do here? What should I draw today? You know what? I should have had this ready. I had a half hour before starting, and I was thinking I should probably get an idea what I'm going to draw today. And there's one exercise that I've seen a Japanese manga artist do that I liked online, and he would take like a picture of an animal, like some type of funny picture or whatever picture, just some he'd find on the web of an animal, and then he would do a character design based off the animal, like the character that kind of has that type of mood or vibe. I might do that. Let's see. I'm gonna do a quick. Let's see, what kind of animal should I do here? Cats are always funny. I just did a Catwoman pop-up. Let's see. I don't know. Oh man. Hip Pots, Matt, you are like Mike now and rolling in that sweet, sweet crypto cash. Oh yeah. Am I like Mike? Not rolling in it right now. Mine is still kind of new. So they launched it and I finished it. And they did pay me good at the beginning of starting it. But the rest of the cash coming in is when they sell the entire mint. So I think they're only halfway there right now. But I'm going to be starting another collection with the same guys. So I'll be getting paid from that one. And in the meantime, then when this first one sells out, because they're going to start promoting it, then I get another payment from that. That's when my crypto money starts rolling in. Yeah, it's funny. Bitcoin is something that I had some Bitcoin before, but I kind of stay away from Bitcoin now because it's the most popular one. So there's a lot of like big businesses and corporate people buying a bunch of it. So that affects it going up and down as well. They want to sell it off or whatever. So I'll kind of stick to Ethereum mostly. And that's where I usually get money through Ethereum or buy stuff through Ethereum. ETH, as they call it. So, okay, let's see here. I gotta start working. Okay, what should we draw? What should we draw today? What I've been looking at some things online. They have some new animations. They have Cyberpunk, which I have not watched yet. That looks like cool designs. I saw some posters for it. While I'm looking, I'm going to open up some art so you guys can just at least have something to look at instead of a blank page. I did different versions of the Catwoman piece. So I just kind of playing around with that. I kind of like that. I was going to make my own character. That's similar to Catwoman, but let's play around with the designs. Okay, man, I gotta really come with my. I had the banner all made. I had everything, the thumbnail made for the video. I just gotta have. Let's see, references, weapons, man, backgrounds, art, Spider-Man, backbone. Let's see, backgrounds. Here we go. This will help me out. Let's see. Actually, you know what? There we go. This will help me out with some ideas for sketching here. So I know that blue's kind of tedious to look at, so let's do this. I'll just lighten it up, I used to do this a lot. I used to draw, like, when I had Photoshop, I would draw characters into backgrounds, It was good practice. It was like, because it forced you to work on your perspective and everything. Let's see. Come on. Let me see if Mike's up. I didn't even check. Let me check. Oh, he's not there. Come on, Mike. Let's see, Josh Griffith, how's it going? Yeah, sounds good. I was just talking to Becky about that this morning. Josh. What am I doing? What with this? Okay. That's what I should do. I just might actually go with the other canvas I had. More space, Yeah. Oh, you know what? I forgot this. This is what I like about Clip Studio. If you guys don't know about this, I think I showed you in other videos. Let's see. Like this background thing I'm doing. I forgot we got pre-made backgrounds in this Clip Studio. I can play around with these too. And I think I'm going to do that. Let's see, where's my favorites folder? Here we go. There we go. There we go. Here, wait a second. I'm going to check something. Okay, here we go. I kind of like this background, gives me some ideas, so I'm gonna start sketching. Where are you, Mike? Oh, nice, Jeff. Someone bought a paperback. Cool. Hey, my sketchbook 340. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. What's my take on this whole Clip Studio 2.0 going to subscription model? Yeah, I'm not for it. That's the reason I left Photoshop. I came to Clip Studio because I didn't want to have to put up with that monthly payment stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely not for that. Huh. No, it's weird. I have a question though. If anybody knows, my eraser for when I erase, it doesn't erase fully. It's like it erases just a little bit at a time. I have to keep lifting it up and down. I can't erase it instantly. I don't know what's going on with that. Weird. I look. There's no options right now on my. I have to look into it, but I don't know why I can't see any options for adjusting the sensitivity on the eraser. See, it kind of leaves that. I have to do the. I have to select the zero ink to be able to get the eraser effect with a regular brush. It's weird. Still no Mike. Where's Mike? Thanks, my sketchbook. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I look at the eraser, at least on mine, and there's no options. I have it on vector. I put it on vector because all the other erasers were too soft. Hard eraser. Let me see if that works. No, look, hard eraser is still not erasing it fully. But there's no options for. It's on brush density. Hardness is 100%. It just won't work. I don't know what's going on with that. I had to keep doing it multiple times. Strange. I'll have to look on. I always go to my YouTube tutorials still to find somebody with the answer, you know. Oh, there's Mike.
Hello.
Hey, there you are.
Hey.
Hey. Yep.
Okay.
I can hear you. I think everybody else can. Let's see.
I was having trouble
music
getting in for some reason.
Oh, really? Was it from the Facebook Messenger? It was not working?
No, I don't know. I had to refresh it a couple times.
Oh, okay. So welcome. Let's see, comments. Yeah, this is my brother Mikey, the original Mikey, for anybody who doesn't know. He's also a comic artist, and he does digital stuff too. I think I have to show you how to do digital, like share screen, right? Or do you know how to do that?
Just put share, right?
Yeah, you push share, and then it pops up and it says like options, and you just say you see screen, and then it gives you an option of which screen. There's like tabs you can click through, just a whole screen or just a tab or a window or app or whatever. And then you can just say clip. It'll say Clip Studio. It'll show like little pictures. Okay, don't worry, it won't show anything until I put it up, I think. So. Christina and Andy say, "Hey, Mike." Camthor 1138 says, "Hey, Mike." And Jetbot's wrong, Mike. Yeah, this is Mikey. Hey, Alpha Proto. You know what, Christine? I don't know. I'm just kind of drawing like random shapes just to kind of get myself, because I wasn't sure. I should have had my topic and everything already. Kind of slacked off. I should have everything set. I had my banner set. I had everything set, but my apologies. And it's real sloppy because I'm trying to find. If I knew exactly what I was going to draw, it would just be like boom shapes, and I'm there. So do you think did you figure it out?
Is it sharing it?
Let me see. No, I don't see it.
Really? It says it's sharing window on mine. Who am I sharing this to? No.
Nope, still not doing it.
Let's see. It says I'm sharing it. Like possible.
You have to choose which screen to share, though.
Yeah, I did.
Share
the show. Share. So you can see me now?
Let me see. No, it's not popping up. It's weird. Usually it pops up another window. Oh, wait, here. Now I see it. You're right. Here it goes.
All right.
But just showing your whole screen.
Yeah, that's the only way it was working, because I did it last time. It didn't work.
Okay.
So you can see.
There you go.
All right. I'm not very confident digital inking like I am with pen, so I did a orange pencil
cool.
sketched draw over.
That's cool. Yeah, and I think everybody knows who that character is, right?
Yeah, you
should know. Usagi.
Yeah, I just
you know what?
Confidence
it took me
illustrating with ink here.
It took me a while to do that too. I looked at. I actually have some of my first digital drawings I did on the computer, and man, it was like really. You could tell it was wobbly, and I just didn't know exactly what I was doing. So I kind of some of the concept art for the comic we're working on, like.
Yeah.
I found that, and I just kind of started retouching it because it was really sloppy because I was still figuring out the lines.
I wanted to make them the same size as the gen drawing I did, so.
Oh, okay.
I'm just dragging them over to that one and resizing because I'm gonna, draw as lower if I have to. I had a small sketch pad, so I drew this pretty small.
Yeah, Mikey and I both we do traditional. But we got to do the scale one.
Oh, I know. I just didn't like how he was slanted. I was trying to fix
it. Okay. It's funny as I do both. I use the scale and the distort or transform tool to make adjustments.
I drew this while we were eating, so I think it was kind of distorted a little.
Oh yeah, on the flat table.
Yeah.
Usagi.
The thing about him that's hard is he's got those ears, so you have to, counter, try not to get him cropped off. Gives you less leg room. Have to bend his legs more.
And plus, he is a little bit smaller looking and build compared to that guy. Anyway, he's a rhino.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. I want to compare this. I don't know.
Just scale it. I would just scale it
Yeah,
because
that's
it
what I'm
doesn't look
checking.
distorted. It looks good, and you could tilt it. Yeah, if you want to slant tilt it or something, yeah, like that a little. But it looks good. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Christina, you know who that is, right? That character. Yeah, Alpha Proto. Hello and welcome to the Matt and Mike podcast. The Costume Bros. So let's see. And I'm still figuring out. Yeah, there you go, Asagi's close up. That's orange pencil, right? You use the
Yeah,
coal erase?
yeah.
Coal erase pencils. Cool.
This feels like drawing on glass right now.
I can put it on my video just for now.
Yeah,
Till you get your start getting more done on it. I'm kind of basically the same place right now though. Yours more finished than mine. I'm trying to just get the feel of what kind of drawing to do, and usually it ends up being something I actually want to use later for a project or something too. But this is just kind of
Oh, so you can't do split screen on your share screen?
no. When you, I guess they make it so that when you do draw screen, you can't do that. I don't like that. They hopefully they fix that feature. Maybe it's if you get the paid version, maybe it works. I don't know. I'll switch back and forth. Now, did you said you watched the 2 episodes of Cobra Kai?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I still
Pretty
have
good.
to. We watched
Got 2
one.
left. Yeah.
We watched one of them last night.
It went the way I thought it would go. You know, I kind of wonder if it's going to be able to wrap up the entire series, or if they're going to have another season after this.
I'm thinking there might be another one, but I don't know. I don't know how you could. You know.
Well, I mean, if they don't wrap it up, yeah, they could. Yeah. I'm hoping they wrap it up though.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty much putting almost every character from every movie, of Karate Kid movie you can think of in there. So.
Yeah, a lot of cameos. That's the thing too. I wonder how many kids nowadays compared to when the Karate Kid first started. How many kids are taking karate now?
Like, if it influences them to take karate?
Yeah, like, because remember they said when the first movie came out, there was like a boom. You know?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think it's probably because it's more common now, martial arts with MMA and all that people are already into martial arts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you can't get in a fight as a kid nowadays. Everybody's some kind of expert in it.
Are they? I think that's the one thing I don't like is I don't like the grappling stuff.
Well, I don't know.
And I know they go, it's important that you take it because then you learn how to deal with somebody who starts trying to do that to you. And I'm like, I think you can do without learning techniques. You can learn how to deal with somebody doing that because the kind of fighting you do is not legal in the sports competition, right?
Yeah.
Like biting,
I had
gouging,
grapple me, and I willing to bite tendons or hook my finger between the tendons
Yeah, it's what I'm saying is you can do things
fingers
that
in the eye
aren't legal.
sockets, break their little finger.
Like it's like you see the competitions, like how's he gonna get out of this one? I'm like, just bite his calf muscle like as hard as you can.
Yeah, when
like,
they have the leg there,
it's like, but you can't do that, obviously, right?
you're not even allowed to gouge eyes, or even you're not allowed to stick a finger in there, like,
Oh, really?
yeah, you're not allowed to stick it in the nose, the eyes. Everything about MMA is made to give jujitsu an upper hand. The style of rules, So it's like it was. I think the Gracie, one of the Gracies, he started off like working that developed the rules when they first started it.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes it harder to like if you know when you have all these restrictions. I would never want to even if I was a martial artist, I wouldn't want to go into there because it's like unless they take some of the restrictions off, like if you're not allowed to break a pinky, you're not allowed to grab a guy's pinky that's choking you out and break it. I'm like, what? You're allowed to break the guy's arm to tap him out? Why aren't you allowed to lock out the pinky or something? It's easy to get a hold of something small like that and actually torque it till you could rip the hand in half. It's like the guy's gonna let go of you. I don't want to be saying this stuff. Sorry, it sounds gross, probably.
Well, the thing is, like,
it's effective martial art. I'm not
it is
denying it. I just like there's also effective things against it in other martial arts, but that they're not allowed to use them.
Yeah.
If you're not allowed to use them, then it's an unfair advantage. For one system has an advantage, one over another.
Yeah, like some systems are more like.
But that's why it is
for a sporting competition. Yeah.
And it's amazing athletes, and they're exciting to watch. And, like we when I used to work at the casino, we'd have MMA people come and do signings and stuff in the rotunda and the grand ballrooms downstairs. And I remember I got a guy mad at the time because I really didn't like the grappling part, and I was like, yeah, I go, that's sissy wrestling. You got hold that. Say it to their face. I go, why would I do that? I'm not rude. But I was like, yeah,
I'm not stupid.
like, why would I instigate something with some guy that's training? Just his job is to take people out. My job is to freaking work in a casino. And it'd be stupid.
It's like anybody who's trained and they're athletes, of course they're training every single day and they know how to do what they're doing and they're good at it. I mean, that's what they're doing. The average person is not training every day for fighting competitions.
Well, that's why I wonder how it is with the kids now. How many kids in high school and elementary grades and the junior high are taking like some actual thing now because of these shows like Cobra Kai and or like even the popularity of UFC. I'm wondering if it's harder being a kid.
I don't know. I would think that, I don't know. My thing is I always think the kids are lazier today and they're more out of shape than ever. That's what I always think. I think maybe when you get into like a certain age or if you're a certain part of of the country, maybe they're more athletic.
Is when you're young.
Yeah.
You don't have to work at it. You just have to actually breathe, go outside once in a while. Yeah.
But how many kids play outside, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Cross Comics, how's it going? Rick Piper. Yeah, share the stream if you can. Mm-hmm. Alpha Proto says, grappling is not fun to watch unless you know what's happening. Most people don't. It's hard to see what's happening when two people are just hugging on the ground. Yeah, I know. I know it's a bunch of like positioning your body and your body positioning. And if you get into a certain position, like it's like dangerous to get locked and get forced to get tapped out and all that. I mean, because it's boring to watch maybe in a fight because you want to see people. But I gotta say, I do respect it more than just guys going up there and just punching each other in the face, exchanging punches.
Yeah, like a bunch of gorillas.
Yeah, because it's like
stand there and take it. That's why they hated Machida, because he kept avoiding getting just pummeled, and I'm like, I don't have any respect for somebody just standing there taking it. The whole point of martial arts was to learn how to avoid getting hit, and inflict maximum damage very quickly. And then it seemed like
Yeah.
they all of a sudden became like, let's try to just see who can take the most punch. And I'm like, yeah, it's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see who can take the most damage and survive. And it's like,
You see.
yeah, I don't want to take any damage personally. To me, that's the point of martial arts is not is like defending yourself so you don't have to take damage. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna happen if you're fighting, but you don't want to take any damage if you can help take the least amount of damage as possible, right?
Well, what I considered, yeah, if you got in a fight, the best fights were the ones where you didn't get hurt, you know. But
Yeah.
there was ones where I technically won because I was messed up probably more than the guy that was beating on me and started it, and I and so other people would have been like, I don't think you won that one, but I'm like, I'm the only one standing here, the other guy's not. But it's like,
Yeah. It would have been worse if you would have just
but it didn't look like I
pummeled.
won.
Yeah. That's what they say, but you should see the other guy.
Yeah, in that case, he could have went home and easily said, I kicked crap out of this loser. People would have been like, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He just, yeah.
Yeah, but he did, but he didn't win the fight, but he did get the crap.
Yeah, he ended up being knocked out, but he freaking messed me up. But, yeah, I didn't like fighting. I always get stressed out, and then later I started liking it when I learned some stuff. But I didn't want to start them because I was like, we were taught not to. It doesn't matter what somebody calls you or says to you.
Yeah.
You don't just start throwing punches out of anger and stuff like that. It's not right. It's not being an adult either. That's the thing. I think mostly it'd be good if the kids were influenced by something like Cobra Kai because they kind of do teach the whole, Karate Kid thing where you don't, just bully people.
Yeah. It was all about, what was it Mr. Miyagi was saying? It's the self-defense, right? Self-defense.
Fix is better. Overall sketching first.
Here, I'm going to show your screen here.
Well, I don't really have a lot done yet.
That's okay. Yeah. People can see your process. Alpha Pro said, yeah, I've seen some videos of real street fights. They get tired fast. After the first few punches, if no one falls down, the tired person tries to walk away while the other person is still attacking.
That's actually true because most of the fights only lasted even the longest ones when you were young only last like 5 minutes, even though a lot happened. It was like, and then when I started to take karate, I took it seriously because I knew that. So I started going to the gymnasium and hooking up the heavy bag a half hour before class started, and I would. My goal was to just hit and kick that thing with proper technique, though. But hit it and kick it as fast as I could, knee it, everything, around houses, and just beat on that as hard as I could for a half hour. And I remember the first time I tried to do that, I couldn't even go like 5 minutes. I was like laying on the ground trying to suck in all the air I could, like with arms stretched out, go, and then eventually after doing that for 6 months, I could go for a half hour without even, and I just breathe through my nose. So I remember when people started trying to attack me later on, I was like, I would just wait for the guy to swing himself out and then just leave. I wouldn't even have to fight a lot of times. I just walk away, and the guy would know, like, hey, he's not even tired. I'm not going to chase this guy. And once in a while, you'd have an idiot that would like kind of keep going after you, but most of the time they would just like kind of get scared because they're the ones breathing like an ape, and you're just, I'm not even bothered. If I have to do something, I'll do it. But
if you see, usually you see the other guy getting tired, and you see the guy who's getting tired and the other guy's not. You can tell he's starting to panic a little because he's like, "Oh no, I'm running out of gas."
Yeah, when as soon as I had a chance, I would just start kind of trotting away, but I would make sure I keep turning around to make sure nobody tries to rush and sucker punch you. And then a lot of times they wouldn't even follow me, you know. And then sometimes they would, but those people were stupid, because they're already winded and they were the ones starting it. It wasn't like I was trying to posture; I was just trying to get out of there. But a lot of times you would get a stupid guy, and he's like, "I'm gonna teach you," They'd run after you. And,
I just want to. That's the thing is with you and I, we just want to be left alone. I didn't want to get in a fight. I didn't want to. So I'm like, it was mostly just all defense. So it's like you had more to lose than the other guy. The other guy was just like, I want to try to pick on somebody, and we're like, I just want to survive. So the guy wants to survive. He's got more to lose and more on stake. So he's like willing to do whatever it takes. And then, of course, there's people who are like, I don't know. I never got the people who are afraid to fight back because I thought they would get hurt worse. But I'm like, to me, I'm like,
you're getting
well,
hurt already.
yeah, you're already getting hurt. So what's the point? Everything you're afraid of is already happening. So might as well just start fighting. That's my point of view on it. I just started to go, well, I'm going to go out swinging at least. Because I was the smallest guy probably in school. I was like, I was this short shrimp. But people wouldn't mess with me, thank God, because they knew that I was willing to, even though I was smaller, weaker, I was like willing to, well, I'm going to throw everything I got into it. If they thought, like, oh, kid's a spaz. And I'm like, I'm just surviving. That's all. Let's see. I'm trying to, man. I feel a little rusty. I don't know why.
Oh, it's so weird trying to. I feel like I draw way more lines than I need to when I use this thing because I'm trying to. Also, I don't like using the alias because it just looks like clips art. It looks like somebody just cut and pasted somebody else's art.
Oh yeah.
So this is the only way I feel like I have any control. Yeah. Figure this out.
Finally got. Okay. See, part of me is kind of like, why didn't I just tackle?
Wait a second.
Is that your alarm? You cooking something?
Making quinoa.
Oh, quinoa.
So the rice cooker had to turn on the.
Christina said Usagi's looking cool so far.
Thank you.
Afro Proto goes Hot Pockets. We're trying to eat healthier now.
I can't really eat that stuff like Hot Pockets. I get like indigestion and heartburn from eating too much stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't eat it either. I want to eat it, but I can't.
There's certain foods that, well, like even though I like the taste, it gives me like where I feel gross after eating it. And then there's certain things where I'm like, after I eat it, like, even if it's considered a fast food, then I'm like, I don't feel bad, so I can eat that a little more. Like, I can eat pollo loco, and not feel gross. I can eat,
Yeah.
I love In-N-Out. We pretty much messed up, but we had that almost every day last week.
Yep, it's easy to do. It's to me, In-N-Out, because like either people like it or don't like it. I don't think people hate it. They just go, yeah, it's not for me. But I rarely meet people like that. But I don't know, man. Every time I eat it, I feel it's refreshing to me. I feel content, full. I feel full, but I don't feel like gross stuffed,
Yeah.
Man, it's been a while since I drew just like I'm mostly doing women NFTs and stuff. So now I'm trying to draw a guy here. Plus, I should have had already planned out what I was going to draw.
Ooh,
Hmm.
keep getting the wrong button too. I'm still learning this.
Let's see what mistakes you're making so I can take tension off of me.
No, it's just I keep making my brush really big, and then all of a sudden I switch brushes accidentally. Right.
Yeah, Alpha Proto said, carbs make me feel tired, but meat, veggies, and fruits, I'm okay. Yeah, I wish I could eat more stuff that I kind of miss some of the junk food that I used to eat, but I can't eat it anymore. So I'm like, but I'm starting to learn how to eat healthier foods that actually taste good. So I just have to learn how to make and prepare certain things. Um, yeah, I'm learning. It's a process. Man, I'm going through so many of these. I'm, I'm doing rough work after rough work over top of this thing. I'm trying to figure out the face. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's how you do it. Trying to figure out how to tilt thing.
Let's see. Transform.
So the people in your room, they don't like She-Hulk?
Yeah, I don't think they're big fans of She-Hulk. I'm not like a huge fan either. I don't know the same thing with you, but I enjoy it. Yeah, but I don't think they're the biggest fans.
What do they think of that Thor Love and Thunder, man? I
Oh,
hate
they hate.
it.
Yeah, they don't like that one either. I'm pretty sure most people don't like it here, but I can't speak for everybody.
I was starting to feel like, sad after I seen that. I was like, they're starting to, everything's going to go to crap. I can kind of tell.
Yeah,
Like the Doctor Strange one kind of made it more obvious that it was going to go downhill.
yeah, because I'm like, they were doing good, and then like I'm like, there's no way they can screw this up, and then I'm like, yep, there is a way. Oh man, I feel bad. I'm probably gonna have to go another half hour on this stream because this is not looking good for me. So I'll go a little bit longer so I can at least have a finished line art here. I think I'm trying to go too serious. I'm gonna do something funny. Do you ever hit the button like for you know how you hit the side button on the pen where it can select the color if you're on a brush?
Yeah.
You ever, I accidentally keep hitting this while in the middle of drawing, and it selects a color the underneath.
Uh,
Yeah, it's irritating.
I think because I have too many possibilities, when I use digital, I keep overworking things I don't really want to do. So it's second guess myself. I feel like I'm in a, like learning like a child to do something again. I'll get the hang of this eventually. I don't really draw on this. I usually scan it. If I scan in a finished drawing, I might touch up stuff, but I don't really draw on it. I probably need to buy one of those screens where it makes it rougher. I heard you can buy a coating.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that too. Okay, here we go. I got something a little different. Here we go. Alpha Pro said he's a fan of John Byrne's Shio comics. I'm going to wait to watch the show when it all airs. Then I will judge it as a whole. That's a good
Uh,
idea.
yeah, that's a
Yeah, yeah. It was good. Like I said, Jiminy goes, Alpha Proto, trust me, you're going to be painfully disappointed. I don't know, man. Like I said, I wasn't disappointed. I'm a fan of the John Byrne. It reminds me of the John Byrne feel. Sure, I mean it's a little different in her character, um, how she is the character maybe. But I think with time she'll start, you know, developing more of a because right now she's the character without giving anything away. She's more kind of like she's not as cocky and outgoing, and she's more kind of nerdy and unsure of herself. But I think that's the beginning of the series. That's understandable, you know. But yeah, I don't know, Jiminy. You don't like you didn't like Endgame. That was actually a fun movie, I thought, from what I remember. To me, was it Infinity? Well, not Infinity. It was called the yeah, Infinity War. That seemed, I don't, unless that is considered Endgame's considered part of Infinity War. I don't know. I don't know the names, titles of these, but I enjoyed them. I mean, yeah, I would have done some different things in the stories, but I figure, I enjoyed them for what they were. Come on. Let's see. I'm just kind of adjusting, making her small.
I'm doing the thing that you really shouldn't do. It's just a bunch of -1 and a black. I know I can fill it in faster, but I kind of like how it makes it look more like a pen sketch because I really I'll go over some of these lines and make them more sketchy.
That's okay because I have it on my screen right now. So
Okay. That's the only bad thing. I gotta hook it up to be able to watch you. Yeah. Bad thing is going on the phone though is I keep getting all these pop-ups. I watch too many Korean stuff on YouTube. They get pop-ups of new shows gonna come out, like funny interviews.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know the algorithms, they get everything down. This is what you're gonna watch. We know it, so here's everything we believe you're gonna watch.
How many more pages you got left on Modder? You don't mind me asking.
Probably like at the
I know
least
you're
10
kind of
pages.
into this at a certain point.
Huh?
You keep extending the page count.
Yeah, because I'm trying to cram as much as I can into each page, but I don't want like 10 panels a page, so
Yeah.
it's like it's definitely going to be a lot of pages. It's probably going to be, because we talked about it. We're talking to Tungsten and I were talking about it, and we're like, looks like it might be. It was going to be 48 pages. Now we had 10, and we're kind of trying to wrap it up in that much. If we can't, then we might just do more, a little bit more. But we want it to look good, and there's a lot happening. There's a lot of action and stuff too, especially in the end climactic
Always,
battle scenes.
for me, it's always better if it's especially a one-shot type of issue, or self-contained,
Yeah,
where it had to have like a bigger page count. Because then, if you gotta wait for like a sequel or something, it's better to have like a lot to enjoy and reread.
yeah.
Plus, the visuals look fun. I'm looking at what you're doing. They don't look like something that you just kind of glance at and you're done with. Look like something fun to study over.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my hour mark, but I'm going to do another half hour just because I've only got the sketch. I was trying to figure out what to draw. See, that's the thing, man. So I draw and quartered when we do that. I'd always run into problems because I didn't know what to draw until the after the hour's gone by. I'm like, hey, now I know what I'm going to draw. And everybody's already halfway done. So let's see. I'm going to put another 30 minutes and then call that done. That way people can see a little more progress on this. Can you believe I was planning on doing color?
You were?
Like doing a full color sketch.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be happy to get black and white. But I'm gonna push to get this done.
Phone keeps closing. I gotta change my setting on it.
Are you on?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, I was trying to watch the videos here, and every time I'm drawing, like I look over, my phone shuts off. I gotta readjust the settings. It goes into sleep mode.
Oh, okay. Let's see. There you go. There's Mike's inky. Look at that. see, people talking about. Let's see, Christina says the Star Wars shows are good. Well, Alpha Pro says I heard someone did a fan edit of Obi-Wan show into a movie. That makes sense because Obi-Wan was originally a movie that got padded out into a show as well. Yeah, that would make sense. You have to enjoy the shows and movies for what they are. Yeah, I don't. I personally, like, if I don't enjoy the show, I just won't watch it. So, like, She-Hulk, I'm enjoying it, so I'm watching it. The Star Wars ones, I don't even like the trailers, so I don't even watch them. Because I just, like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not, like, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I can do without the new stuff.
Well, yeah, your personal taste. Yeah.
Yeah. Alpha Proto. Yeah, I'm not leading any bleed room. I don't believe in bleed room. No. When it's digital, I don't, because I could just always, adjust the edges and everything, the canvas. Alpha Proto. Boba Fett. See, Christina said the Boba Fett show started out good, and then they forgot about the main character in the second half of the show. Yeah. The one whole episode was nothing but the Mandalorian. That was crazy, and it was actually pretty good.
I just didn't like it being in the tank all the time.
Yeah. Angie says he started watching Star Trek Strange New World. So only 2 episodes in, the writing is pretty bad. At least the plot of the second episode feels like a Star Trek episode. No, Mike's not eating on stream. Well, he's cooking on stream. He's cooking quinoa, right?
Yep. Why, you hear crackling or something?
No, I think I don't know, maybe. Did you hear something? Alpha, is it out? No, my sketchbook. My sketchbook. Ring of Power is still terrible, though. See, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. I don't know what that is. I love Star Trek, but I won't watch anything new. I just hung on my Star Trek. My Star Trek fandom won't let me allow to watch anything new. I only watch the originals and all the series, and that's enough for me for the rest of my life. They'll never make another good one, so I can't even watch any of them because I would just be complaining the whole time. Strange New Worlds is actually a good show. See, Andrew Hayes no interest in Rings of Power. Yeah, same. See, that's how I am, Jiminy, with the Star Trek. I'm the same way with the Rings of Power. I don't even watch anything of that. I didn't even like watching the trailers when they did that Young and the Restless teaser. It was pretty funny, though.
Did you pick this music, or is this the music that comes with this?
No, I picked the music, but you can pick a different music, too.
This music's like making me draw slower. How
about this one?
I feel melancholy like this.
How about this one?
I realized even putting a dot on it.
What about this one? This rock. Huh? Is that good?
Yeah, probably.
Better than the other one? It's not too loud, is it?
Not for me. Anybody out there? Like, this is horrible. For some reason, it still bothers me.
Let's see. Jiminy says, "Watch Strange New Worlds, Matt. You'll be surprised." I don't think so, man. I gotta say this though, to be fair, there's a lot of the old Star Trek shows that I had complained about too. So, right, a lot of messed up stuff they put in those shows too. That I was like, that is ridiculous.
Well, I never liked Next Generation. Everybody that liked that, I was like, the one I liked was Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, Deep Space Nine, but they had some stuff in there too that I was.
I like aliens and stuff like that. So when I get to see all those creatures and the Ferengis, and I love all that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen yeah, Andy, I've seen Deep Space Nine. I've seen every single Star Trek series, um, all the way up to the Enterprise. I've seen from the original to the Scott Bakula's Enterprise. I liked all of them. Like after watching them all on Netflix, I appreciate all of them even more now. But I still complain about certain things I didn't like that they did in stories. I thought was ridiculous. But as a whole, I liked it. And these new Star Treks don't have any feeling of like just no connection to any of the characters. You don't like. I just never care about any of them. Like, even watching the trailers or clips, I'm like, they're tedious to watch these people on screen. It's like, man, these people. It's like, what do you mean these people? Right? What do you mean these aliens, man? They look all weird and everything. I like Captain Kirk. I think I like how he was living in the 20. Like, which century they live in? Anyway, he was. I like that he was like didn't give a care.
Like
He didn't like Klingons.
Yeah, it was my favorite, and then Cisco, from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, he's like he didn't like Klingons. He's like, I'll never forgive them for the death of my boy. Right?
Yeah, and they had that trial.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, they all played it over and over.
Like someone edited a video of when Captain Kirk was eating with the Klingons in on Discovered Country, and someone edited it where he's eating with them, and he's like, "You Klingon bat!" He like just curses at him, and in the middle of them like giving a toast, and all of a sudden you hear his voiceover, and then the pan cuts to him, and he just looks casual, and they're all like don't know what to say. And then he starts talking again. And he's like, "You Klingon," and they're like, "Is this the best?" Because he's like, how much he hates. It's like, yeah, he had to hang up with Klingons, but it was kind of understandable, right?
The only thing I didn't like about Deep Space Nine, and when I think about it, I didn't like how they did that. That alien that was supposed to be an old man alien that went inside Dax, and then she's married to Worf.
Oh, yeah.
And basically trying to imply like Worf's, he's a tough guy. He's okay with that being a man alien slug thing inside of her. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, actually, I forgot about that.
That was the only messed up thing. It was comical though.
Yeah, that was weird. I totally forgot.
Yeah, that's what the whole point of the show was, to introduce those type of themes, like for Star Trek. Next Generation, the first episode, they had a guy in the background wearing a skirt.
Yeah, the first episode, yeah, the men were wearing skirts, like those mini dresses. I
remember my mom tried to call me to watch when I was little, and I was like, what the heck? Yeah.
No, it's funny because like,
you like Star Wars, you like Star Trek. And I'm like,
they probably had fans just being like, nope, not standing for that crap, and so then they took it out.
Oh yeah, that's why. Like, I got everybody later. Like, I started binge watching on Netflix Deep Space Nine, and that was for me. And then they introduced all that stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of messed up. They put it in there too.
Yeah, it's funny. I bought some of the novels for Deep Space Nine. I started reading them, but I got to get back into it because I haven't read them in a while. They had the actual novel series. Let's see if I can erase this. Yeah, you know what? In a way, even though I can't erase the entire line, it's like a soft erase. I kind of like it because it's like a kneaded eraser.
Yeah, this is a good one. Then used Control Z for the first time.
What was it?
Oh, I was just saying I could use the Control Z. I'm thinking like too much. That this is the benefits of the computer is you can Control Z things.
Yeah, I know. So you can try things out, experiment, and you're like, I don't like that.
I forgot about it though.
Yeah. Oh, Alpha Proto said those were skirts. I thought they were togas. No, they were like little dresses, man. That was, oh man, that was so bad. Yeah, it's true. Like Camps at 11:38 said, Jadzia is a woman separate from the symbiote. But the fact that they had the man's memories, I think was a little disturbing, right?
And then Cisco would refer to her as old man.
Yeah, old man. That's the one thing I did not like.
I was like, stop calling.
I like, hey, she's not an old man anymore. It's a young lady.
Yeah.
Right. It's
but
like
he that's why I was like, they try to act like Worf's cool with that. He's like, stop calling my wife old man.
Yeah. Never call her an old man again.
Klingon, belt of rage at that point.
See, my sketchbook 340. I'm on a PC. Yeah, sketchbook 340 says Kirk is greater than Picard. Yeah, I always like Kirk better, but I still like Picard. I just did not like what they were doing to him in this new series. I didn't watch it, but I watched the first episode and I was like, nope.
I was never a fan of Picard.
I liked him. He had some good points. I like how in the Insurrection he like started at least going by it. He letting his rage take over. Remember, he's like Captain Ahab almost. We're trying to kill the Borg.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
He was like, no.
When they made him more like Kirk, then I liked him, but for the most part,
he was more of a gentleman.
Yeah,
it's like a kind of like more of a scholar, a scholarly. Which Captain Kirk still had his. He was more like a warrior he's kind of like Patton almost, right? Where he liked poetry and stuff, but he was like he was like a warrior. He liked fighting. And just so you know, let's see, who's the mic? Okay, for my drawing, the part that takes the most time is not the finished line art and colors. It's the concept. Like I take more time on trying to get everything down the way it feels. Then it makes me draw it fast. The actual finished line art, I feel like inspired. Like, okay, good. This is what I want it to look like. But I'm trying to learn to speed up that process of concept. The drawing, the pose, or whatever it is. See, my sketchbook says he didn't like Picard because he was an old guy. A big change from Kirk. And then, but he was still like spry, in good shape, still did some action. My sketchbook says that was Alpha Proto, and this is my sketchbook says, yeah, but that wasn't. Oh, he said about Jadzia and Cisco. That was an old friend. Early on, they deal with the fact that she is a woman, but also still his old friend, which is why he was allowed to be the only one to call Jadzia an old man. Christina says,
I get that. I just didn't like it.
yeah. I got it. I get it too, but I just didn't like it. The weirdest. I kind of got used to it after a while, though. But the weirdest Star Trek episode, Christina says, I saw was. As far as it was the Next Generation when Troy had a baby from an alien sparkle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one.
They had some really creepy stuff.
Yeah, there were some ones that really were like, what are they doing?
Anybody here remember X-Files? Man, when they created the new series, I went and binge watched all the original. It's not on Netflix anymore. I think they're still on Prime. But man, there's this episode I remember that I watched, and it took me to point it out to my friends and family that it was messed up. It's The Great Mutato.
Oh yeah.
And it's like he's this kids are doing this comic book called The Great Mutato about this real guy who lives in their neighborhood that's like genetically crossbred or something by his mad scientist, and he there's somebody going around knocking these women up and go down to, into their houses after bug bombing them. You find out, and he's playing Cher music because he's a big Cher fan. And the whole thing ends. The episode ends with them finding out the town wants to kill him, and then all of a sudden he goes, "Wait, I got to come into your house and see your culture and experience your." And he goes a little bit of life instead of being locked up, basically, because he's knocking these women out, and then he would sleep with them, and then they all had he had the illegitimate kids, and then they're all like, "Aw, he said this nice speech about getting to experience life because he came in her houses and violated us." Then they all take him to a Cher concert at the end of the show. Yeah, and I was like, he just
like, wait a second,
everybody.
Yeah, he just admitted to raping these women,
and they're all like, "Aw."
And they're like, "Oh, we have a heart for this guy. He's a poor guy."
It was the best stuff, man.
I was like, when first we were like watching it, and we were like, "Oh, that's a good ending." And then wait a second, this guy violated all these women.
Yeah, everybody laughed at it at first.
We were like, "What the heck? Yeah. This guy should be in prison or some type of, It's like that. Yeah, that was messed up. It was funny. It's funny after thing when you think about it. You're like, "Oh my gosh!"
But they got everybody to just accept it. That's what was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I was on a message board and people were talking about their favorite episodes, and that was one of them. And then I brought that up. I go, "That's that episode basically gave a pass to a rapist."
Yeah. Wait a second, you're right.
It's a horrible episode, right?
Actually, the way they filmed it too was actually fun, and it was funny. Remember, they had the guy who was Mr. Peterson.
We like comics too, so I like seeing these kids putting out their own comic in that story. Yeah.
And it had the guy who played in Seinfeld, the Mr. Peterson guy, who was a scientist. He's like, "Why are you doing this type of stuff to these animals or these fruit flies?" And he's like, "Because I can." Remember, he was like distorting them DNA, making them grow legs out of their mouths.
That's how I feel like with I can't even say it because you'll get your channel broke, right?
Yeah, be careful. Careful what you say. We're in the public sphere now. I mean, the crowd here they're not super sensitive.
No, I'm just talking about there's algorithm stuff that you can't say certain things.
Yeah, Mike Miller got his channel struck a few times on just things you wouldn't even think he could struck on, but I just got an idea. I'm changing this entire drawing. How's that music doing for you?
It's a little better.
Okay. Man, this rough. It's getting rough.
People seeing it. Are you showing mine at all? Or no?
Yeah, I think I'm showing yours, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm showing yours.
What I did is I took the orange and I turned it to tone, the under orange.
Oh, you changed
Try
it
to,
to
I'm trying to
gray.
make it look more like one of those Ninja Turtle comics we love
Yeah, yeah.
in the World Series. So I made it like lines.
Yeah, it's on you. Let's see.
Orange.
Yeah, this is looking good, man. You got the Zipatone look good, huh? Hey, Comics Legend. Hey, Matt. Who would win an arm wrestling contest between you and Gary Shipman?
Is Gary really strong?
I don't know. Clash of the Titans. That's what it would be. Comics Legend. Oh, Andy says, have you been watching Cobra Kai? Yep. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. I like it so far. I haven't watched the whole thing. I still have 3 episodes to go. Mike has 2. So Cross Comics says, is that your brother with you, Matt? Yep. Yep, Rick. It's Mikey. He's doing Usagi. Oh, Gary's been working out too? Comics Legend?
That's good.
Nice. See, we got to do it, man. We got to work out.
Why did he say Gary's been working out and laugh out loud?
Yeah, I didn't get that. Laugh out
that
loud.
That sounds a little insulting, you know?
You've been working out? Laugh out loud.
Man.
He's like, I'm working on my fitness.
Always the
working on fitness, this burrito in my mouth. This cake into my mouth. What was that, Mike?
I said it's always your friends that are the hardest critics.
Yeah. Here, let's see. Here we go. Here's mine so far. See how many changes I went through? Look at that. See, this is what I need to do is I got to come up with an idea before I come on the stream, because now I have an idea of what I want to do, and the stream's almost over. And at least I have the concept. So what I'll do is, since this is already something it took me a while to figure out, and I have it, I'm going to actually work on finishing this up in my next stream. And it'll go quicker now, because the finals, when I do the finishes, it's a lot faster. It's just coming up with concepts sometimes. If I'm not into it, man, I lose steam on it. I'm like, eh. But if I like it, I'm working on it, I'm like, all right. It motivates me to keep going on the piece. I try to do this for everything now. I try to motivate myself. Find something that I like about it that motivates me. Is that how it is with you, or do you already have when you sit down, you probably already have an idea exactly what you want, right?
For me?
For the most part? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one I kind of did, because I just did a rough pencil before I came on.
Yeah, see, that's what I should have done. I should have had it ready.
But this is the first time I've drawn talking to people, so I'm going a lot slower than I like to be.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I'm just it's weird drawing on here, and then I'll get used to it. I'm just trying to play around too.
Okay, I'm starting to get what I liked about this down. See, here I am. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'll say so. Now, see, I got the concept down. I'm gonna try to help make it look a little more readable for people before I end the stream because it's about to end in a few seconds. Well, I mean, the timer's about to go off. Because after this, I have to actually work on some comic pages, but I have to lay out some of the remaining pages before I can start working on them. There we go. Okay, that was my timer. So far I just got a concept within an hour and a half of talking. Okay, I didn't start till about like 30 minutes in, but I actually have an idea for a new illustration, and I'm going to finish this one up actually on the next stream.
Okay.
And let's see what Mike's doing here. There's Usagi. He turned the gray pencil lines under the drawing into a gray tone. It's a nice rendering look to it.
There it is. Oh. Where is it? There it is. Nope.
Which layer? You got to name those layers, man.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been.
And also, I'll show you how to color code them so you just see it just looking at the colors, even which one it is.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
think
best
I might have
way.
merged it down accidentally.
Uh,
But it's okay. I'm just treating it like a learning thing, anyways. I might make his eyes a little thinner. Pop his nose out more. But I gotta draw his feet too. Maybe I'll draw him in some grass or something.
yeah, that'd be cool. See, oh, Comics Legend says, joking, I don't know if he's working out or not. Gary. Oh, Andy says he's working out tomorrow morning. Nice. He's to start 2 days a week. Good job, man. Good job.
That's good, man.
Sketchbook says, my sketchbook says, yeah, I'm with you, Matt. He says, I take longer figuring out what I'm doing. It takes longer than doing the actual art itself. Yeah, I wish it wasn't that way, but I'm trying to, because I learned to speed up the art process of drawing. Now I just got to learn to speed up my thinking process on coming up with the layout or composition or what have you. Says, funny thing is, he was never like that when I was younger. I had an image in my head, and I'd just be playing with a while on my noggin. Now I stare at a blank screen for half an hour.
Yeah, it's too easy to overthink things.
See, he says, hey, I will wait to see the finished piece on Instagram, Matt. Well, my sketchbook, what I'll do is, since I'm going to finish it on next week's live stream, I'll put up, I'll probably at least finish up the line art to make it look like the next rough pass will be better. So I'll post it up on my Instagram so you can see it. See, mod is coming along good. Actually, I took a little hiatus from it to work on the NFTs, and now I'm like back in it. So I'm working on that today. Actually, I'm working on 2 pages that I'm going to be doing. Um, so, like I said, I'll try to do another live stream, random stream during the week. See, it's hard. Maybe on Thursdays I can maybe do that. But yeah, usually I'm pretty busy throughout the week. But maybe I'll try to do it on Thursday, like at night. But mod is coming along good. I've already got 45 pages, and I'm probably gonna have to get 55 pages, so 10 more pages at least. So Andy says usually write down what I want to do. That way I figure out what I'm doing before I do it. Yeah, I should actually do that before I actually do the stream. Just come up with I was planning on doing it, and I didn't do it. Should have done it. My bad. But yeah, there's the concept, at least. And I have it visualized in my head. It's going to look better. I want to make the guy look a little bit more imposing. I'm going to make him probably be like a robot android guy. But oh yeah, he said, my sketchbook says, my friend said, thanks for a heads up on Night of the Comet. I watched it too before it's off Tubi. Yeah, Tubi, man, has it up there. Yeah, good. I'm glad you got to see it. Yeah, man, it's one of my favorites. I love that. It's just a fun movie. The two sisters in the 80s with Uzis. But it's a fun one. It's a good one. I recommend it. Anybody who has Tubi or has a PlayStation or whatever, you can download Tubi app. It's kind of like a Crunchyroll or something, but it's got all the 80s, 90s movies, TV shows, cartoons. It's the best. It's probably my favorite. I like it even more than Netflix. But Tubi's great. Check it out.
You like Tubi better than Netflix?
Yeah, I like it. I have more movies on there that I want to see. It's got everything, man. It's got even like those awesome like blockbuster movies that you would never see. They're like the B movies. And I found a bunch of movies that I never knew existed with actors that I really like. Like there's one with Bill Paxton in it, and he plays a guy who lives. There's a vagrant that lives next door to him, and it's like driving him crazy. And it's a comedy. It looks crazy looking. It looks fun. So there's one with John Lithgow and Randy Quaid, where John Lithgow is trying to hide a body in his butcher shop, and Randy Quaid's a detective or something. It's just weird, funny. It's all comedies. Let's see, Comics Legend. Are the NFTs a big success? Yeah, they're doing pretty good actually. They're building the metaverse for the NFT collection, and but they have it hooked up where the NFTs, you buy them and you make money from them. You can make some money from them, airdrops and stuff. So they're doing pretty good. I'm thinking we sold half of them. I might be wrong. I have to double check, but we sold thousands of them. We still have a collection, some left in the collection, and I got a bunch of them. And then they're teaming up with Cyber Ape Yacht Club, and they're doing a metaverse where they have their own planets and everything. So it's called Unreal Kingdoms. So it's like the largest metaverse so far created, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. And I think they have property too, but if you have NFTs, you can actually play the characters that I created in the actual game. So check it out, Dragon Guild. The link's in the description. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, you can check out their Twitter, and there's a link to the Discord, and you can see my art up there. And yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by and spending time with us. Mikey, my brother, again, is drawing Usagi. You can see it. He did a pencil sketch, scanned it in, and then he's doing digital inks on top. But yeah, just stop by and check out. Mike also has an Instagram, original Mikey, and I think I have his link in the description. So yeah, check out that. I got my Instagram in there too, my new Instagram. And as well as some other people's, and there's some other fine artists that I know and work with or know friends with on live streams. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Um, yeah, it was good. Next time, like I said, I'll be more prepared. I had the banner already, so I felt good, and then I realized I don't have a concept of what I was going to sketch. So usually I was going to run about an hour. It's an hour and a half because I was so late on coming up with a concept. But at least you got to see the rough. You can see Mike's near finished, and then my rough right here. So
I'll finish. I'll probably put a background in here though.
yeah, yeah. We'll post it up. Check out his Instagram. I'll probably post that up, and I'll post up a better rough sketch of this drawing I'm doing right now too later, probably this evening or afternoon, after I do some work on comic pages, and then I have another commission I'm working on. And yeah, let me show you. I'll show you guys before I sign out here. I'm doing another commission. Here, let me put it on Mike's for now, just so. There we go. Because I have some people I'm doing commissions for, and I saved the files under their name. I don't know if they want their name on live stream or what. So let's see. But yeah, I did a commission, and it's a video game, Bayonetta. I've never played it. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Bayonetta. And you can see it on my Instagram. You can see the time lapse. Here we go. There it is. So I'm doing Bayonetta, the video game character, and I'm going to work on that a little bit too, and then comic pages and NFTs. I'm also doing NFT work. And if you go to my Instagram, you can see the process of this. This one was another one that took me a while to come up with the concept. I went through a lot of different poses, and so it changed a lot. And you can see the process up on Instagram. But yeah, I'm gonna do a final rough on this one. Then I'm going to print it out on 11x17, and then light box it and do original inks on Bristol paper for this client right here. And I get extra surprise for them too. So I'm a little late on this one. Actually, I'm a lot late, and they've been really gracious and patient when they didn't even need to be, and I'm thankful for that. But yeah, guys, just thanks for stopping by, checking everything out, and we will be more prepared. I will be more prepared. Mike was pretty prepared. He had a sketch ready to go. Usagi Ojimbo is finishing up. And you guys have a great week. And like I said, you can check us out. I'll be maybe on on Wednesday night. I'll be on Mike Miller's channel, Blacklist Universe. And we usually would do a drawn and quartered show. Now we're just kind of all drawing our own random projects and just chatting and talk about movies and everything. But if you want to check that out, the link's in the description. It's Blacklist Universe. You can check out Mike Miller's. He does NFTs. He's also doing a book that's in Indiegogo right now. It's called Shadow of the Conqueror. And it's by a writer who's pretty well known on YouTube. But check that out. His YouTube channel's got a bunch of videos and links. You can check that out on the description of this video as well. So thanks everybody stopping by. My sketchbook, Cam 1138, comics legend. We got Andrew Hayes, Jeff Potts, Alpha Proto, Christina, Lynn. We got a lot of people here. Jiminy Cricket. Make sure I don't miss anybody. And Gary Shipman, who's popped in to say hello. It's always good seeing Gary. So yeah, thanks everybody. I will see you guys later. And have a great week. And like I said, stop by Wednesday on Mike Miller channel. You can see us chatting again. Jiminy Cricket. Bye, Jiminy Cricket. See you guys. You have a good one. Thanks again. Roscoe Pico Train. He just stopped by last second. So yeah, see you guys. Christina, bye everybody. Have a good one. Check out the Instagram. Latest.